Hello hackers, welcome back. This is Rogue SMG and today let's mess with some JavaScript. Okay, first of all, if you haven't watched the previous videos, I highly recommend you to watch those and then come back. I'll post them somewhere on the screen right now so that you will have a basic idea of what we are trying to do here and we'll be on the same level. Okay, with that out of the question, now let's get straight to the point. JavaScript files. But before that, let's have a quick recap. So what do we have until now? We have some subdomains, we have some port scans, we have directory brute forces, and we also have information about the infrastructure and the technologies being used by those subdomains. Now the next thing we might want to look at are the JavaScript files. And why? Well, there are two basic things which we should always try to find in the JavaScript files. And the first one is any hard-coded secrets like database passwords or normal login passwords or some internal portals which are used internally. Passwords for them might have been hard-coded and the developer forgot to remove it from the production. Anything like that, or maybe API tokens, you get the point. And now how are we going to find those? For that, we will use some mathematical formulas and some theorems along with some trigonometry which will help us to find the entropy of the tokens. And okay, wait, I'm kidding. We'll just use Control and F. No, literally, just Control and F. We just are trying to find those secret keywords from the JavaScript files. What else do we need apart from the JavaScript files? Nothing. We'll just try to find or search for those keywords in the JavaScript files. And if you find anything or you find any credentials hard-coded in the JavaScript files, just take a screenshot of that and send it to me along with the URL so that I can report it to the following company. What else do you need? If you find it, report it. Easy money. Now for the next thing, we might want to find some hidden endpoints or paths or URLs, whatever you might want to call it. And the second is some hidden subdomains. Well, let me explain. Let's take an example of abc.target.com and it has a sign up page. Now whenever you try to sign up to abc.target.com, it sends a request in the backend. It might be an API call or it might be serving some content from another subdomain which belongs to the target itself. But it totally is dependent on any request coming from abc.target.com and it basically does nothing independently. You get the point, right? So we are highly unlikely to find those using the traditional techniques which we discussed before, like brute forcing or OSINT for the subdomains or the URLs and links. And as you might have guessed, there are a lot of tools already available made by the awesome people in our community to find both JavaScript files and the paths or URLs and stuff like that from the JavaScript files. And also there are certain tools which helps us to do both, also find the JavaScript files and extract the URLs and paths and or links from the JavaScript files. And some of them are link finder, JS finder, relative URL extractor and many more. These are just the ones I personally have come across. I'll post the links for those down in the description below. You could check them out. But the one I personally use is JS Scanner. Now what it does is it extracts the JavaScript files and also extracts the paths and URLs from the JavaScript files. And it also happens to have been made by a very good friend of mine. I'll post the link in the description below for its GitHub. You could check that out. And so let's dive into the demo and see how JS Scanner works. First of all, let's see what its GitHub page has to say. Also, he has made a blog which describes in detail about what the tool does and how it does it. You can check it out if you want to learn more about it. And it's a bash tool, so it has an install file for installing all the requirements. And this is plain simple syntax which you need to use to run the tool. Let's see it in action. This is my VPS. Let's see. Now, this is just a test file I made for the sake of the demonstration of this tool. And these are 3 different links for which we'll try to find the JavaScript files. Yes. Okay. Also, the command won't pop up or won't autocomplete for you like this because I have set an alias for it in my bash file, bash aliases file. If you want to do it, I'll post the command in the description below. But for you, you could just go into that folder wherever JSCanner is installed and run JSCanner from there. No big deal. And just JSCanner check.txt. That's it. Also, ignore this path or whatever it is. This is just because I was messing around with the script, doing some testing, and all this crap won't show up in your version of JSCanner. So relax. Now it says test.com is done, hackerspace.com is done, yahoo.com is done, script is done, and the results are stored in JSCanner results. Let's have a look. Okay, we have JSCanner results. Now we have 2 folders. The DB folder will contain all the raw JavaScript files downloaded locally, and the JS folder will contain all the links which are extracted from the JavaScript file. Let's see. Let's see the hackerspace. Well, these are all the JavaScript files it found on the hackerspace.com, and you could just see if you want to. This is just a JavaScript file, and from here on the possibilities are endless. You could maybe just do anything like that. If you find some secret or db underscore key, db underscore password, or any such keywords, you get the idea. This is the first one. Now, oops, for the links. Now again we have 3 files. For the first one, this file will contain all the links which has the hackerspace.com in them. Thus basically it contains all the links which has target.com in them and stores them in this file. Next is link finder. Well, link finder, it's another tool, and basically JSCanner is just a wrapper around link finder, and its core utilizes link finder itself to extract those links. You can also check out link finder. I'll post it in the description below. And link finder contains all the links irrespective of whatever the URL is. As you can see, it has also youtube.com, and also it contains independent paths as well, like /images, /pinterest.png, etc, etc, as you can see. And the last one is raw.txt. It is just nothing but the whole analysis of the tool or the whole output of the tool directly piped into a file for any debugging purposes if the tool fails to run, or to see if everything is working perfectly or not, if you find or if you face any errors. And there we have it, JavaScript files and secrets demystified. Go now, out-hack them all, and I'll see you in the next one. Wait. Please like and subscribe if you found it useful. Thank you so much.